Diaz Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack at it. Bye-ya. Bye-ya. Other as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, we're going to get straight into it. Menudo styles, direct fashions, things of that nature. I ain't playing today, man. I ain't got the time to sit here and play, man. People ask questions, I'm going to give you a whole lot of answers. Everybody wants to know what's the best prison fight I've been in, as well as the best prison fight I've ever seen. Let me tell you something. In the California Department of Corrections, you don't see a whole lot of fights, okay? Most of the fights are contained to cells. You get into it with your cell, so okay, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you more, I never liked you. So okay, fuck you, well then fuck me. What? I mean, fuck you. And then they go at it, right? Guard! They come, break it up, and that's what it is. You don't see a lot of fights on the yards in prison in California, and that's because it's a one jump, all jump mentality. I'm going to tell you right now, if Vatos are getting into it, it's definitely not going to be a one-on-one. It's definitely not, hey, I want to see your homeboy. Let's set this one-on-one up. That's kiddie stuff. That's YA stuff. See, in CYA, we were allowed to do that. We were allowed to catch that fade. Now, I know you say to yourself, a lot of you wonder, well, that's not man stuff. Man stuff is one-on-one. Let me catch that fade. Winner takes all. It's it. Loser, sabes que, verga. You know, and that's it. But that's not the mentality of prison. The mentality is you're only as strong as your weakest link. And if you fuck one of my homeboys up, sabes que, we must come back, right? And that's just how it is. So as far as seeing a one-on-one fight, you're probably never going to see that. It does happen, you know, spur of the moment. Vato steps on someone's shoe, disrespects them, whatever the case may be. They get off where they're mad at. But as far as the old Folsom setup, hey, can I see you one time? See me about what? You gonna fucking suck my jorra? What's up, right? There ain't none of that. They definitely ain't gonna be no one-on-one fights in California. Now, that doesn't mean because people are punks or people are scared, because there's a lot of autos in there that will handle their business from the chest. Sit with the chest, right? Definitely down to do whatever. And they got major mitts, major hands. But it just doesn't go down like that. Politics, a lot of the prison rules and regulations deem that cannot happen. Okay, I know a lot of people say, well, that, you know, that's punk shit. That definitely ain't what a man is supposed to do. You know, a lot of people talk all this high power shit about California prisons and how rough and how rugged and how vicious it is. But if you can't see a man one-on-one from the chest and say it with that chest, then what is it? You know, what it is a very dynamic thing. You know, something that involves and is a lot bigger than just yourself. When you are in prison, you are part of a group. You are part of something way bigger than just oneself. And everything you do reflects on that group. You know, so if you get your ass beat, that's like everyone got their ass beat. And everyone ain't going out like that. See, everyone doesn't like to be looked at like a poop butt. That's just not the way it goes. So that could cause a lot more tension and there's a lot more dynamics that go into it. It could cause a lot of bullshit, and in Sasuke, next you know, there's guys getting meta-flighted off the yard, all because Sasuke, you had a problem with one individual on a whole nother yard. That's how quick it could go down. You know, you can feel the tension. You can feel the tension. If someone gets to the yard, he was your enemigo from the streets, your enemiga, whatever, however you say it, and you're feeling some type of way, you know, guess what? People start to feel that. And then it just starts to take on a life of its own. And next thing you know, so I was getting like, you're down, right? It's ugly. All because of the way you were feeling. And guess what happens after that? Now you're in trouble. Oh, there's going to be trouble. There's going to be trouble because you instigated or you applied the pressure to make this yard go down, Holmes, when there was a lot of shit going on the yard that didn't involve you. And now that's all jacked up. That's all messed up just based on your feelings. Your feelings don't count. As an individual, you do not have feelings. Leave those motherfuckers at the front door. So come and bring them. Yeah, you got canteen? Bring that in. Yeah, I like them sopas. But your feelings leave at the front door. We don't need that. Now, there are a lot of one-on-one cell fights. Okay? And I have done prison time out of state, and I did see one-on-one. See, different places have different rules and regulations, like I've said, where you can catch that one-on-one fade. So people have asked me, Gunner, what was the most vicious, brutalizing, fucking terrible, horrible fight you ever were in? I'm about to give you the rundown right now. So I was on this yard, and this particular place It was all eyes on me, right? It was the one-on-ones all day, every day. It was gladiator school, basically. But the way that we had it was the North and the South was definitely split. Not because we wanted it that way, but that's the way the administration wanted it. Because in this particular place, man, Vatos weren't seeing eye to eye. There was no end of hostilities. There was no, can we all just get along? Very unfortunate, because we never got a chance to talk it out, sit down, and treat each other with respect. It was full go. It was full 60. It was on and crack-a-lacking, right? At all points in time. Now, the makeup of this was you would walk through a sally port being like an entryway and hallway where there was a gun tower, and you'd walk into the day room and Vatos would get off where they were mad at. Everybody always knew, the whole compa, all the Africano brothers, the Woods, sprinkle them in, brother. Just sprinkle us in, eh? Right? The Woods would be there, and as soon as they seen a Mexicano coming through that sally port, everybody knew the funk was on. There was a lot of placas, just like the Corcoran Gladiator Wars, that like to see one-on-one fights. They just, for some reason, mistaken the guy's paperwork and just happened to overlook that he was from the North or the South. And it seemed like they were always throwing us in the mix, man. We were always the ones on Front Street. We were always the ones being watched for the fights. See, the Africano brothers didn't have to go through that. They just walk on the compa. If they had homeboys, they had homeboys. If they had a fucking enemy from the streets, then they'd catch that fade, that one-on-one. Or they'd go out there and have a one-on-one basketball game. First one to 21 wins, and he's the hardcore guy, right? With the Woods, it was a little bit different. They would definitely handle their business, but it was a race factor. There wasn't too much animosity or hate. I mean, if the Vato told on someone or he had some beef that was personal, they definitely handled it as much as undercover as they could. That's just how different races got down. Now, as far as the Asians and the others, there wasn't too many of them, and they all stuck together like motherfucking sticky rice and padak, right? And that's just how that was. Refer to the Asian dictionary for padak and sticky rice. Now, trip out. North and South was always a different thing, and always is going to be a different thing. Mexicanos have pride, and they have this thing called warriorism that's built within them. We already have the knowledge and the know-how to you're just going to get off. Okay, if that's your enemy, there's going to be no questions asked. You're not going to talk about it. You're not going to sit there and say, okay, you know the new fucking handshake, the one that goes like this, and then they do that. There's going to be none of that. It's going to be straight fucking to it, period. That's just how it is. On both sides, man. That's why I respect both sides so much. Because I've seen hitters and killers and real ones from both sides. And just because you have hands doesn't mean you got all my respect. It just means, I ain't trying to say that, right? And that's it. Now, the situation that I was in one time was, I already knew the target was on my back. Me being from California, being all tatted down, Vatos already knew who I was. There was no hiding it. There was no denying it. I walked like a norteño. I acted like I ate. I slept. I bred, right? The norte, right? And I was definitely functioning as such. I wasn't going to sugarcoat it or add preservatives for no one. I wasn't going to deny what I was. I wasn't going to go to hit a compa and be like, no, honestly, because the way my norteño works is sometimes. There was no sometimes. It was all the time. It was full go. That's the way I was taught to carry myself. That's the way we all carried ourselves for the most part. Every once in a while, you get a poop butt and he'd get pooted real quick and his butt would be gone. And that was it. But I already knew all eyes were on me. I was a target, and Vatos just couldn't wait for target practice. So they told me one day, roll it up. You're moving to a different building. Now, I had never been to this building, but everything I had ever heard from this building was they sent a lot of the hardcore gang members to this building. You know, I guess I kept fucking up, man. They kept seeing me as trying to apply pressure with all the different homeboys. I was trying to establish something. Coming from California, I was trying to establish a foundation for us. Let's work out. Let's get a little routine going. Let's do some máquina. And the placas were watching me, and they started to watch my every move. They were like, nah, this motherfucker right here, no, not him. This motherfucker right here, he's going to be problems. Because when you try to gather a group together, man, and you try to get everything, structured up and try to get things like, hey, this is where we need to be. We're right here. We're almost there, right? But to what degree of right there? No, we need to be right here. Everyone is looking at us. Everyone expects. The expectations of the Yarda is one thing. We need to be above them standards. We need to carry ourselves with professionalism and handle our business. That's what I was trying to establish. There was a couple other homeboys with me that were of like-mindedness. They were of the same thinking. They were trying to do the same things. And the way I had it was like, look, and I wasn't no shot caller, no none of that. Don't get that out of your head. I just was a homeboy merely doing what I knew I had to do, which was set a face for us. Okay, we wasn't no motherfucking punks, and that ain't never gonna happen, right? So I was like, trip out. We need to establish. Now you gotta understand, we were outnumbered about 20 to 1. The wind was blowing, definitely. So we already knew at any point in time, if someone came through that Sally Port, if we got moved to the wrong compa, handle your business, go to the oil, they'll probably put you back with the homeboys. If not, keep on with the keep on, right? Just keep on handling it, keep on handling it. There were situations where motherfucker had to get off, go to the oil, come out, get off, go to the oil, come out, get off. I mean, it was just repetitive. You already knew what time it was. You sit back, reading the Sidney Sheldon book, Master of the Game. Hey, roll it up. It's time to hit the linea. Well, tell yourself, I'll be right back. So I was scared. The first motherfucker I see, I'm getting off. Well, that's a PC move. That ain't a PC move. That's a motherfucking I'm gonna smash this dude move. Watch this, right? Because you already knew what time it was. And then every great once in a while, there would be nothing but a good homeboy there with you. And you'd be like, fuck, hey, shit, I was prepared to fucking tear your head off, right? Just how it is. So I remember this particular day, they told me, roll it up, you're going to bounce to this building. Now, I already knew they was going to headhunt me. As soon as I hit this building, everybody knew who I was. My name was pretty much out there. They were like, that motherfucker right here that's causing chaos, that's causing a little bit too much. He's rocking the boat. Fuck this Titanic, I'm going to sink it. Go to a pinchy iceberg, right? I'm going to get down, right? So I gather my belongings. I tell myself, all right, homie, it was nice, it was good. I'm going to go to the oil right now. Which was fucked up because it's funny that I tell this story because it was right around Christmas time. I was like, damn, I'm going to be spending Christmas in the oil. That was a fact. I already knew it. That was what I had coming. It was kind of unfortunate, man. Imagine just doing your time, minding your business, doing what you're supposed to do within your people, within your cause, and just trying to squeak on by. You're about that shit, but you ain't trying to cause no pleito. Don't be no fun, won't start no fun, right? Or don't start no fun, won't be no fun. However the fuck it goes, right? I'm just trying to chill. But definitely the Placas had a different way of thinking. They were like, oh, we're going to lock this guy up for Christmas, nothing but Christmas, and all of Christmas, and a Happy New Year, puto, right? So they sent me to this building. And I remember I'm walking with my two bags. One bag had all my laundry and my linen in it, and the other bag had my cantina, which was kind of lighter because I didn't have much. I traveled lightly. Let's just say that. I already knew I was frequently in the oil all the time. And they like to move me from fucking compa to compa, building to building, just based on, okay, you want to be that one, you want to establish? Well, break that in then, bitch, right? Whoa, God, why you always doing me? Shut up, okay? Shit. Anyways, I get to this fucking building. I'm in the Sally Port. I'm looking around. There's about 5 Southerners right there. I said, oh, no, right? I'm in trouble. Walter got a big old LA on his face. Another Walter got an 18 right here. I said, okay, it's from 18th Street. I've not heard of them guys, right? I already knew it was going to be on and cracking as soon as I walked into this building. They're looking at me like this, that's it, like the Undertaker. I'm like, oh, fuck, right? To what degree of knife does that guy have in his asshole, right? Because I don't want no smoke. But at the same time, I'm going to be down for what I'm down for. That's period. And I expect every man to have that type of thinking and that mentality when you're incarcerated. No, at the end of the day, none of us want to get scratched on our back. None of us want to get fucked up. That's just, that's self-preservation. But if you're going to be part of something, Holmes, be a part of something, man. Don't cower down and hide and so it's getting on you because the way that my fucking gangsterism works, I'm good on Tuesdays through Fridays. Yeah, we can do whatever. But on Saturdays and Sundays, it's the Lord's Day. Nah. Fuck that, right? Handle your business. Respect all, but be ready for all. So they bring me through this building, and I'm expecting Valtos to jump. I drop my bags. What's happening, Holmes? Norte, right? I'm looking around all cross-eyed and shit like Debo trying to scare people. And this Valto from 18 gets up and he goes, hey, all right, that's it. He was like, you're going to see us one-on-one. He said, I'm going to go ahead and be your Huckleberry. I'll be your first one. He was going to be my Mikey Diaz, my Huckleberry, right? I said, all right, then. No, fuck it, right? So I went and put my bags inside my cell, kept them tied up because I ain't going to be there for too much longer. And I'm already contemplating, should I get off? I already know it's all bad for me because if I beat someone up here, they're not going to let me stay. Or maybe they will. One never knows, does one, right? So I'm trying to think, what should I do? What should I do? So I'm scared. I want to be able to make a phone call for Christmas, right? So I come out and I sit in the day room and these Valtos, they say, can we get at you? I said, from a distance. You know what I mean? So they're sitting at the next table over there like, look, Holmes, we needed someone to talk to. We're tired of this on-site shit. Our homeboys go to your compas. You guys get off. You guys come to our compas. We get off. Let's kill that shit, Holmes. The only one that's winning are the Placas. Look, they're looking at us right now. I said, I'll see them. They said, you see, don't look up. I said, that's dry snitching. I ain't fucking looking up. Are you looking up? No, I ain't looking up. The Norteños look up. No, we don't. We don't look up. Southsiders look up. No, we don't, right? So we're over here arguing over who's looking up because nobody wants to be a dry snitch. So we're having the conversation right here. The Placas are like this. Look up, bitch. Just look up, right? No, we're not looking up. And they're like, hey, look, handle your business on the one-on-one tip with a few of us, and we'll let you fucking establish here. And I said, well, hold on now. No one's letting me do anything, bro. Either I'm going to be here or I'm not going to be here. Period. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to scrape me and stab me. Okay, well, fuck it. I was already ready for that when I got in this building. No one's going to let me do nothing. As a man in prison, no one lets you do shit. It just happens. You know, I'm going to let myself do what I do, right? And I had to establish that point because if not, I felt like a poop butt if I said, oh, okay, you guys are going to let, can you guys let me get up and go there real quick? No. There was not going to be none of that. There was not going to be no put your shirt on, don't show your tattoos off. If I'm going to function on this theater, if I'm going to function in this building, on this yard, I'm going to function the way I function. They had to respect that, and I would respect their feelings on it. If they said, no, you got to understand. Boom, let's go. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Christmas time. Orderly. Say it with your chest, right? I do it like Pinky, man. And spit motherfucking shit on my yak. I'm a $100 suit. Let's go, right? Woo-hoo! You know what I mean? Say it again. Anyways, this Vato's like, look, man, we ain't trying to be like that, bro. You got to understand, we're trying to defeat the purpose here, what these black guys got going on. Just handle your business. Well, they sent me there with the Vato named Gesso from 18th Street. I don't know why they called him that. Shit, I don't know. So maybe the Vato like Kraft mac and cheese. I don't know. Just was his name, Holmes. We went to this little corner area where it was a little bit of a bliñas, and Vatos were posted up, and I was like, damn, they're going to scrape me right here. I'm a stupid-ass motherfucker for going in the corner with a whole bunch of Southsiders that are going to stab the dog shit out of me, right? So that's good. They think I'm from Fresno. Right? They're going to stab the dog shit out. Fuck it, though. Life's a risk, right? So I went over there like the Gallo Negro, right? And this fight that I had with this individual, we touched every wall, every corner of that wall. Boom, 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 getting it. I was fighting for a purpose here. I was fighting to show that we weren't going out like that. As my people being the only one there, I will not go out like that. I refuse to lose. Fuck them 22s. I wasn't going out like that. I had an AP-10 and a throwaway Tech 9. I know they're trying to get me for my 9, right? And they were trying to get me. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, me and this dude were going fucking heads up till we were fed up. You know? Palo. Hey, chunks were getting taken out of us. Neither one of us wanted to go out like that. He was trying to show, and I guess he was the one with major hands, show his people that we weren't shit. And I was trying to show we are shit. Or wait, no, maybe we're not shit, but you know what we are, right? Boom, boom, boom. We handled our business. That right there was the best prison fight I've ever been in. The only time I've ever been in a prison fight one-on-one, besides a cell with my own cellie, you know what I mean, that we can't speak on. And then, of course, when I was in Susanville and I got off on the Yarda. But we definitely fucking chunked them. After that, I ain't even gonna lie, we almost shook hands. We were like, hey, oh, whoa, hold up. You're from the other side, right? We respect each other. We were both leaking. We were both fucked up. Who won that fight? I'll say he hit me a little hard. You know what I mean? So I don't know how he felt. I just understand that both of us had fat lips. We're like, we're trying to eat our soap like that. I stood on that building for 4 months, never had no problems. Vatos didn't approach me. Vatos didn't get at me. I only had to fight that one Vato. They'd see me, they'd hit me, be like, all right, that's it. It was all respect, man, and I respect them Vatos for that, but that was the most vicious, violent fight I was ever in. Wasn't no weaponry involved. We didn't need none of that, Holmes. It was just a one-on-one from the chest, and I'm going to tell you right now, I was tired. We fought for about 10 minutes. I was like, right? He was over there like, I mean, we were over there getting it, though. Another fight that I seen, it didn't involve me. It involved two Africano brothers. One of them was a Crip. He was from Insane Crip out of Long Beach. Old school hood, man. And this little Vato right here was no joke. You know, everywhere he went, he'd be whipping people's asses. And he was from the old school. You know, he believed in that Crip and blood stuff. He didn't believe in unity. He didn't believe in getting along. But this Vato had never met his match. Well, there was a sangre, okay, a blood on pow, rope that came in the building who was a youngster. Now, this youngster was known to have had hands too. To what degree of hands, I can't call it right, but I was about to see. This youngster walks out of the building, and this dude from Insane comes out, and he's like, this Crip, cuz, what's up? And that dude was like, look, I don't care about none of that, bro. You know, I heard what's up, man. You be on that hype, that Crip and blood hype. He goes, look, I ain't even on that. I'm just trying to do my time. But if you want to see me, man, we could just do it right now. We ain't got to talk. These motherfuckers went in the corner. This Vato split from here to here. That Vato's insane brain fell out. I'm going to tell you, shout out to the Crips, man. Respects, cuz, you know, I've seen a lot of Crips handle a lot of business, but this blood right here, seen some blood. He wasn't playing, man. Hey, he caught this motherfucker. This motherfucker did a 360 spun, hit his head on the wall, and he just caught him with the right. Boom! Split his whole shit. I seen it split from the middle of his fucking forehead all the way. His cap was peeled. I was like, damn! And was on him. He kept saying, on bloods, right? I was like, oh, fuck. I felt like I was 1986 colors. Racket don't smoke and racket don't joke. Right? I owe you one. Right? He owed him two because he gave him the business. That was probably the most vicious, violent prison fight I ever seen in my life besides the one I was in because I felt every bit of that, right? And that's just the way it is. Now, I've seen a lot of fights in my lifetime. Through CY, been involved in a lot. To the guy is. This infatuation with prison fight, what's the best fight you've been in prison? I've been in better fights on the guys, and we're going to speak on that. But that one, to me, those two actually were the most vicious and violent because they were enemies, real true life enemies that really at the end of the day, man, were just like each other. You know, that same Mexicano I fought, that same Southside I fought, man, he wasn't too much different from me. You know, I remember when he would come out and eat his sopas, I'd be eating my sopas. He'd be laughing at the same TV shows I'd be laughing at. You know, when the weather girl from the fucking Mexicano channel came on, we'd both go like this. Damn! Right? So we weren't too much different. The Africano brothers did end up getting along. One of them had stitches from here to there, but they did get along eventually, and that's just the way it was. You know, they moved a little bit different than we did. There was no sitting at the same tables. We're stubborn, hard-headed. Mexicano people have always been like that. We're the ones that tear our own people down. Always been like that. Facts. Even here on YouTube, you see constant bickering between Chicanos and Mexicanos and the prison genre and all this and that. It's constant. Fight me. No, fight me. I'll fight you. Fight me. My dick's bigger. Yeah, I know, but I'm in love. And that's just how it is. Anyways, you guys asked the question. I hope I gave you the answers. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Hope that you get everything that you want coming. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the struggle and strive for your familia. I hope this was entertaining because it was all real facts. You know what I mean? You're going to have some fucking poop in the comments. You're lying again, gun. Yeah, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Hook me up with your jefita. When I'm done, ask her if I was lying. Bang, bang. You know what it is. With that thumbs up, man, you showing love, man. With that thumbs down, Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what the fuck I truly believe in, and that's the coming together of all people, man. We were all just the same. We'll throw these if we have to. We don't want to, but we will. The gun. Bang, bang.